Hello, my name is Natalia Quintero, and I'll be discussing the macro level issues that Biscuit & Co. Food Company is currently enduring. So, what is the problem at large? At the Biscuit & Co. Food Company, the organization is faced with a series of issues. The company is faced between wanting to innovate change through the new hired successful businessman, Richard Murphy, the marketing director, while simultaneously unwilling to respond to innovative change due to their habit of nature and loyalty due to the company's late CEO and his son, who happens to be the managing director. What specific problems do we address? So the changing nature of the workplace. There is a new marketing director, which is causing a drift in leaderships. Second, economic shocks. There's stagnant revenue and is not excelling in profit. And third, responding to matters. New developments are not being addressed or are ignored throughout various employees. Remedies. Incorporate what are some remedies we could fix for these problems? Incorporating innovation, discussing new plans to innovate new marketing packages and products. Though innovation is not currently something that is really focused on right now, innovating does incorporate positive change for a company. Second, flexibility. Both parties must be flexible to the new changes, as well as respecting the emotional connections that current employees have to the company. And third, learning. Each company must be willing to learn and evolve for the greater good of the organization. Though we could respect certain values to the company that they were brought up in, we must not be complacent in our work. Each member should be willing and receptive to learning from new adaptations, mistakes, as well as learning different material that will guide the company towards positive growth. So what should we keep in mind to incorporate? We notice that the company may come from traditional family values, but does not incorporate their employees' opinions into that agenda. So what can we learn from this? There is Chester Bernard's organizational theory. In his theory of Bernard cooperative systems, he states that Bernard stressed that organizations are essentially cooperative systems, integrating the contribution of individual participants. So not only are individuals working for the company, but the company should be willing to work for the individual for the greater good of their goals and priorities and agenda. So overall solution to the larger issue at hand. In order to follow through with the solution, we must check if we are following the necessary protocols. As a company, we must know that communication should have been key to discuss new opportunities Murphy is trying to incorporate. Instead of the company ignoring the position Murphy fulfills, they should come together to understand that there will be a new position and communicate that directly, that he won't threaten but positively impact the future of the company towards a new direction. In regards with participation, we notice that employees are unwilling to complete projects or do not want to complete them. However, incorporating meetings where everyone feels inclined to speak and say their opinion, whether negative or positive, to Murphy's employment does demonstrate that the company values not just the board committee and the higher management, but the frontline workers as well. And thus, they will be willing to participate even more in next agendas and next meetings. Though there may be some disagreements on how the marketing packages and products should be launched or whether or not they should be launched, building support and commitment is essential to the company so that no one is left out, assuming or unaware of the new changes. Once these meetings are enacted and everyone is participating and committed to creating a new change, then we can assess and implement changes fairly. In order to implement these changes fairly, we must know what everyone's agenda is, priorities, concerns are. That way, no one is feeling divided and feels as though they are being incorporated into the new direction of the company. Now, we'll leave it off to my fellow representative who speak on the meso issues that the organization is currently facing.
My name is Yushan Chen, and I present meso-level problems and a solution for the company. For the meso-level, there are some problems that I find under the organizational culture perspective. The company does not focus on what customer wants, and the marketing group does not realize that customers' needs are shifted. The company started losing their market share and the revenue decreased. Employees do not want to make any changes in the company, and they have poor job performance when they are working together because the leader of the company does not have vision to run the company in long term. Next slide. Since the company already has a logo, brand, and products, observable artifacts though do not need to change. My solution focused on rebuilding the relationship and value inside and outside of the company. There are some solutions that I think are useful to solve the problem. First, the company should identify the main purpose, which is to serve customers. This first step is used to identify the fundamental culture inside of the company and make every employee clearly know the goal of the company. Second, building a strong relationship with customers by producing products to gain more customers and to keep current loyal customers. The company need to provide more healthy food for customers to buy. This step is used to deliver the organizational culture to its customers. Third, Andre, as the top manager of the company, should lead the company to make some changes. And this is the beginning of an organizational culture process. Fourth, the company needs to consider reinforcing the culture by hiring new employees who have the same value with the company, because these new employees can push the company to rebuild the organizational culture faster. Next, for employees to have better job performance and prepare for future works, the company needs to provide an orientation for new employees. This can share the organizational culture with new employees. The last thing is that the company needs a reward system to encourage employees to increase productivity. Money is the best reward according to research. Building a strong relationship inside and outside of the company is the most important thing in organizational culture.